I always find myself in a better mood after a meal.
They reopen the necropolis! Now all will see how much I honor and respect my ancestors.
Right. I heard they had some sort of celebration. for some hero called the Chosen of Fate. Brief rest, that's all I ask.
They reopen the necropolis! Now all will see how much I honor and respect my ancestors.
Take a careful...
Where are all the workers? The Overseer was supposed to meet me hours ago. You there, do you work here? As a notary for the Quama Consortium of Necrom, I demand that you explain why production has halted. Are you aware of the irreparable harm this is inflicting on our image? The Consortium will be none too pleased. Apologies, Traveler. I came on a little strong there. I'm an auditor sent to inspect Anchor Egg Mine. It's been a few days since their last shipment, and the higher-ups are growing restless. Please, this isn't the first workers' strike I've negotiated. Wait, you don't think something dangerous happened here, do you? Well, I have expense funds for this sign. I'm required to inform you that as a contractor for the Quama Consortium, you are held to the highest standards of conduct. But on a personal note, thank you. It's routine, really. Whenever the Consortium believes a mine is operating below standards, they send along an auditor to run an inspection. This usually entails the Overseer providing a comprehensive tour of the Quama pens and the mine's queen. Ulfengar. I've met him once before, back when the mine was first opened. Nordfellow, tough as rocks and sweet as salt, but a hard worker. You want that in an Overseer. To be honest, I'm surprised he's late. It's definitely out of the ordinary. I haven't the faintest idea. I was only sent along to conduct an audit, though the Consortium did seem rather on edge. They said I should expect to hear all sorts of excuses, from cave-ins to cultists. Laughable, I know, but it's part of the job. I shouldn't jump to conclusions, especially when I haven't had the chance to assess anything yet. But yes, my employers certainly seem to think so. After all, not every worker keeps their company's best interests in mind. Oh yes, a healthy Quama queen is as good as gold around here. Their eggs are a staple food for dark elves. The Consortium outfits these mines with the best tools and workers money can buy. I expected more activity in the mine, but... Oh, by the green! What happened here?
Should have been more prepared.
Someone's alive? Let's hurry!
Now you are a welcome sight. Please tell me the way out of here is clear. We were starting to lose any hope of escape. Sure as bones. I ask for aid and they send an auditor. At this rate, there won't be a mine left to audit. I'm Overseer Ulfengar. The egg tenders behind me are more... Yes, I sent word days ago asking for more guards. We first saw them sneaking around the mine, but now they've broken in somewhere near the hatchery. They've whipped the Quama into a frenzy, and I'm worried they're trying to poison the clutch. One of the egg hands, Gain, noticed young Quama returning to their pens with green slime. A few days later, we started spotting cultists skulking about. What better way to poison a clutch than to taint the young ones? But there has to be more to it. There are plenty other mines across the peninsula. Killing this brood would only be an inconvenience to the Consortium. But yet the cultists are here in full force. I'm certain there must be more to their plan, but I have to look out for the miners. Fomessa went looking for survivors down the southern ramp. An egg-tender Gain left to scout the southeastern passageways for a way out. I ended up here with Malsa and Barluk. If there are others alive out there, you'd know better than me. Oh, Fomessa. She was hard as steel, and twice as sharp. If she didn't make it, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us. Can you find Gain? He made his way towards the mess cavern not too far from here.
Wait, who are these people? And what are they doing to this mine?
You good? Of course you are.
Counter this!
The Afflicted's ichor has proven most effective. It has made short work of this egg mine.
This contagion will destroy Necrom's food sources and leave them begging for Lord Periite's mercy.
Gods, all this destruction, all this suffering.
Another subject
Why are
to
they
help
doing
perfect
this?
our plan. Soon you'll fall, and Necrom will follow. Enough! Bend to Periite's will, and cased my putrescent blade. Stop the oncoming blade!
These cultists have done irreparable harm to this egg mine. But at least you dealt with their leader. Thank you. No, what have they done to her? The mine is dead without its queen. Perhaps we can still harvest her pheromone? Thank you. The consortium may be able to rebuild the hive with that. Poor thing.
Never a dull moment.
Look, a notice in the pen. Let's see what it says.
Got your back.
From my notes, I think this was Gyne, one of the chief egg hands. That's everything. Let's head outside. The Overseer and the others should have made it out by now. Overseer, I'm glad you all made it out. With your expertise in the Queen's pheromone gland, we should be able to reopen the mine in...
Reopen the mine? After the Consortium left us to die? To sovereign God with this mine. You've got the Queen's gland, re-queen the mine yourself. We're leaving.
Ulfingar, please reconsider. Ulfingar? Friend, can you please talk to the Overseer? The people of Necrom will starve without this mine.
If Sindiath had wandered in here alone and gotten herself killed, how long before the Consortium sent another to find us? A day? A week? We're lucky someone of your mettle was nearby. You have my thanks, friend. It failed the moment those Consortium hawkers chose to ignore my letters. Does Sindiath really think a queen's gland and some elbow grease will be enough to put that place to rights? You saw what those cultists were doing. It's blighted. Finished. So it's my burden, then. Shore's bones. Those bastards are just greedy enough to risk it, aren't they? With a fresh queen's gland. Bah! No, we'd need an army of egg hands, alchemists, a staffed garrison. The Consortium would never agree to it. The anchor...
Just tell me quick, please. The sooner I know their intentions, the sooner I can write this dismal report and start looking for a new job. Well, I'll likely lose my job over this, but what the Consortium did was wrong. These people needed help, and they sent me. But I'm done being useless. Know that I'll raise plenty of noise before I'm done. Thank you. Take this, you've earned it.
And thank you for saving us, even when you were in over your head.
Of course, Overseer. I'll make sure you and the others get the support you need.
Why are all the writs for heavily guarded fetchers? I hope you don't work for my quarry. No, you don't look a type. Huh. I'd rather not have to do everything myself. How would you like to be a distraction? The Morag Tong are keen to see this writ taken care of, so there's plenty gold to share. The punishment of Luafan Romavel. She convinced those Kamona Tong scoundrels to take Argonian soldiers hostage and force the Ebonheart Pact to pay a large sum for their release. I'm here to ensure that her plan fails, and she never hatches another. You're a distraction and a secondary measure. We cannot let either Luafan or the soldiers remain in their current positions. Free the soldiers and do something to draw out Luafan. Sound an alarm, make noise, but leave the kill to me. With you providing a distraction, this writ just got significantly easier. Kimona Rune is just ahead. Are you ready to see what traitorous cretins like Luafel Romavel and the Kimona Tong can do? You mean you don't know? Why come out here then? Very well. It's a smuggler's den of the usual unsavory dreck. Are you familiar with the Kimona Tong? They're criminals who hold on to archaic ideals. It's no coincidence they devised a plan to capture Argonians. Dark elves have a sordid history with certain races, and the Kimona Tong find pride where others see vile history. Quick to the draw, aren't you? They have foolishly short memories if they think the old ways were best. All I've been able to gather is that the prisoners are separated, and probably in different buildings around Kimona Rune. They may even be guarded. Try to make as much noise as possible. You are creating a diversion, after all. Remember, you're my distraction. Make a commotion in there.
Got your back. And down they go.
These smooth-skinned fools will regret capturing me. These dung beetles insulted me for the last time. Tied up with trolls?
issue.
I thought I'd be tied up there for ages. Hey!
Where is that Swit? Doesn't she know how inconvenient this is? Where is it? Oh, there. That gong. Ring it. She has to come see why it sounded. Ring it, and I'll introduce Luafen to my blades.
Intruders? What's going on here?
Finally. I'll meet you outside. Free the prisoners if you haven't already.
Who's next? Get him.
Outsiders? Creature? Attack! I didn't mean me!
captured by a dark elf, then freed by one. Do you think I'm just going to ignore the...
I don't care what you do, as long as you don't mention my part in it. I don't know how that sergeant knew about my involvement. I hoped having you free them would rid me of this inconvenience. Still, despite this unfortunate turn of events, I ended Luafen, and you followed directions well. Why can't both be true? I told you what you needed to know, but yes, I hoped the soldiers would know only your face. Still, I promised you a reward. Take it. We should part ways before we attract any more unwanted attention. Now, it's off to Necrom for me. Don't be offended, but I hope I don't see you there. Not for a writ, anyway. You know which organization I belong to and what I do for them. Surely the answer to your question is obvious. I don't know the specifics yet, but I'll find more details once I'm there. Now, why in oblivion are you worried about them? They're soldiers. They know how to fend for themselves and how to find their commanders. I'm sure they'll be fine. We did our part and freed them from the Commander Tong's grasp. The root of the problem has been solved. If they talk about either of us, then this nuisance may become a much larger mess. And as of right now, it's a mess that I do not have to clean.
Watch it. easy. Should keep you on your toes a while. Counter this.
Over here, hero. Got anything interesting for me? Felsi's report didn't do this place justice. This isn't a camp. It's a House Drez foothold in House Telvanni territory. Any chance you found anything that will help us find the spy in there? Well, that narrows down the list of suspects, and it also tells us how they exchange information with their contact. They're using the Kuguti nests to the north as a pickup spot. Did you find anything else? Add all this to that jar of Kuguti musk you found in the servants' quarters, and I think we're getting close to catching our spy. Using false names to identify the masters. Clever, and demonstrates a sense of humor. Not quite yet. This could just be another diversion. Let's not jump to too many conclusions just yet. So it appears that an aide or servant leaves messages for House Drez at the Kuguti nests to the north, using the musk to keep from being attacked. First, go to Telhulan and update Master Sulis. Then we'll check on those nests. The clues indicate that Tridecim is an aide to one of the masters, who also sleeps in the servant quarters. They use Kuguti musk to approach the northern nests to exchange messages with House Drez. Update Master Sulis. Then join me at the nests.
Ah, you're assisting the Morag Tong agent, correct? As busy as I am, I can always spare a moment for the hired help. Oh, that is good to hear. Even though the Assembly enacted the writ, I know that Naryu is under no obligation to keep us informed. I appreciate it. I know better than to ask for specific details. The Morag Tong prefers to work unhindered. Anything else? The Masters send representatives to the Assembly, our mouths. They have the authority to speak in our names. Some sessions require a Master or two to attend, as well as any aides and servants. Scribes take notes so every Master can stay informed. You did you? Interesting. Yes, I'm working on something with Masters Foves and Thilsey. We've been meeting frequently until fairly recently. Then Foves stopped attending. He's worried about the spy. His aide delivers him notes after each meeting. A very informative update. Thank you. Now you should get back to it. We'll all feel safer and more secure once this spy has been dealt with. Permanently.
Hireling, I hope you have a strong sense of discretion. Talking to Master Sulis like that may not be wise. I have concerns about him. Have you and the assassin made progress? I totally understand. What some call paranoia, I call prudent caution. This spy could cause irreparable damage to the Assembly, if not to House Telvanni itself. Tell me, what did you and Master Sulis talk about just now? Did he now? How easily he let slip confidential information to a stranger. I know others find me grating, but I've spent my life making House Telvanni stronger. This spy threatens our stability. I need you to find them. Eliminate this threat. I don't like this feeling of the wolves at the door. Your confidence encourages me. Thank you for talking with me. Now I must go. I swear my aide Gito is avoiding me. Just between us, he's let his grooming lapse. His odor is quite unpleasant. Oh, Alam Gito. Yes, he's been my loyal assistant for a number of years. Maybe I've been working him too hard. Seems like he has no time to keep up his appearance. And the smell! Perhaps I should get him a room outside the servants' quarters.
No point in working. I'll just have to wait.
there. Don't pass it up.
Interesting. Let's talk where there's some fresh air. I smell like a Kagudi, this place smells like a Kagudi, and you definitely smell like a Kagudi. Let me see that letter you found. Master Fov's aid. Interesting. Once House Drez heard about the writ, they must have panicked. Not so fast, hero. Have we found everything here at the Kagudi nests? There might be more clues scattered around this Drez message relay. Ugh, what's that on the letter? Are you sure that's just mud? Why don't you just read it to me from over there? Ah, probably that secret project the servant mentioned. Foves is part of the project, so as his trusted aide, Guiteau gains access to the details, may have even taken the notes himself. What else? Bristleback, Sparrow, that letter, and the Drez camp explained these code names. This means Master Foves worked with Guiteau this whole time. They even tried to frame Master Sulus as the spy. Can't say I'm overly surprised. My next step is quite clear. I kill Guiteau. The writ covers Tridecim and just Tridecim. Anything you want to do beyond that is up to you, hero. Let's return to Tel Hulan. Hopefully Guiteau is there so I can wrap this up. Meet me in Tel Hulan. We can finish this there.
Tell me, assassin, have you dealt with our spy?
Not yet. Looks like we got to that letter before Guiteau. He never received his orders to slip away and make a break for the Drez camp. Makes my life easier. Now I complete my writ. I figured you'd want to witness a professional at work. After all your help, you've earned that right. The rules are quite explicit. Only the name of the writ is my target, and that's just Tridecim. Guiteau is the spy, and he's my target. Anything more is up to you. Do you want to tell Master Sulus about Master Fov's plan to set him up? Show Master Sulis the evidence, if you like. Gito won't go anywhere without my notice. I'll wait here until you're done.
Was there something else, outsider? Nice try, Foves, but not good enough. I appreciate the effort, but he loses again, just as he always does. Thank you for this. This evidence is all I need to bury him. Or worse, make him indebted to me. You know what all good Telvanni masters do. Carefully consider my options, and then take the course that gets me more of influence, prestige, and power. Master Foves will need to be punished for dealing with House Dres, but beyond that, I need to think on it.
Now that Sulis knows what Foves was up to, the backstabbing and plotting will intensify. I suppose that's life in House Telvanni, though. Anyway, I'm glad Fosi decided to involve you in all this, hero. An excellent point. Never let it be said that Nariovirian reneges on a promise. After this, I need a long, hot bath. That's not an invitation, hero. Maybe next time? But I have this one other thing to deal with first.
Look at you.
Foves, I understand you have a spy in your employ.
So, now you know, Sulis. Well, good for you. That and a few coins will get you a ride on the Silt Strider.
No use denying it. Assassin, complete your writ.
Then this is over. Tredethem.
No! Master Foves made me! I didn't have a choice!
brigands, scoundrels. You, yes, you must help me. Kemel's sacred site of the Tribunal is under attack. The secret underground laboratory of Sothasil himself has been invaded. Overrun. Kemel's, where the magician himself studied among the dwarves, is under attack. The Painted Eye found Kemel's despite all our secrecy. I left Nelfas Drathan to defend Sothasil's laboratory, since he's a clockwork apostle. Mercenaries who steal magical items. Kemel's holds dwarven technology and the magician's experiments. It's a banquet for their vile appetites. Please, talk to Nilfas Drathan and remove the Painted Eye from Kemel's. The Tribunal will reward you. You'll find the entrance to Kemel's here. It may be difficult to spot, but the elevator should take you straight into the magician's laboratory. Nilfas Drathan will be there somewhere. Find him and rid the holy site of the Painted Eye.
Better luck next time. Oh, wait. Skill issue. Let's knock some heads. Next.
Poor factotum. A few missing components and you cease to function. A creature of flesh, but without the sign of the painted. Come here. I assume that fool Thorin sent you. Well, your presence isn't required. I am a clockwork apostle, and I have the situation here well in hand. If you'd be so kind as to vacate the premises, you can reassure Thorin that he has no need to worry. Currently dealing with... I'm activating the Dwarven constructs. They're highly effective at frightening off any hostiles who come here. Really, this is standard procedure. I'm not even sure what that dithering fool was worried about. Have you faced an homunculi? Whatever the painted eye are after, I doubt it's valuable enough to drive them to such bravery. Not when murderous dwarven machines spring from every wall. How could you possibly think I'd know something like that? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have sacred items to collect. Best not let any painted eye stragglers find Lord Set's world-altering projects. Give my regards to Thorin. I'm locking this door behind me. You can see yourself out.
Alert. Disruption. Danger. Repair construct. Stop the betrayer. Analyzing. Subject unknown. Threat detection unknown. Begin friendly introduction. Greetings. I am Proteus. Camel Z security oversight. Error. Diagnostic check. Error. Error. Healing. Burnt fields. Rust. Apostle Nilfar Straithen override. Doors. Unlocked. Painted eye hostels. Outer laboratory. Compromised. Error. Dreaming. Incomplete. Diagnostic test. Failed. Totus model. Critical components missing. Conclusion. Affirmative. Imperative. Stop. Apostle Nilfar Straithen. Protus security oversight. Error. Protus assistance. Repair required. Critical components missing. Scanning for components. Percipient's cortex. West wing. Cognition cluster. West wing. Self-repair protocols. Accessible. Components required.
In desperation, all things consume one another. Is this a sign of imperfection? Or is this the fundamental truth of creations? Is it separate from the morality of the mortal world?
Scanning component locate. Recipient's cortex functional. Cognitive cluster restored. Corporeal system repair complete. Hello, I am Proteus, Kemal Z Security Oversight Construct. I ensure that the inner laboratory is not disturbed until the creator, Lord Set, returns. My form is fully functional, but my memory and connection to the systems here remain fractured. Nilfas Strathen removed the mnemonic fragments which facilitated that connection. We will need to install new ones. Another of Lord Set's early projects. Later he stored his memories in the stars. But in Kemal Z he was more grounded. They can connect information to the inner workings of the laboratory. Importantly, they are compatible with my form. Affirmative. These are the locations of the major mnemonic fragments. Find them, and my systems will be fully restored.
You good? Of course you are. Broke it down for parts.
The Creator left before I could learn the answer to his question. The mnemonic fragments house Lord Set's. A mnemonic fragment.
Time weighs you down to nothing. You break and stagnate. How do I keep you functioning after I leave?
Yes?
Got here as quick as I could.
Given time, your joints will wear down. Your precision footpads will bend and crumble. But in this moment, and only this moment, you are perfection itself.
Self-repair was the only way the Creator could circumvent inevitable deterioration.
Others believe in chaos. Their choice is given agency. I know differently. I find myself hesitating. Am I actually worried my actions lead to failure? I've studied countless specimens. None are without flaws, yet all achieve a sort of beauty. Is that it? In order to create a form this pure, must I master the art of irregularities?
It took the Creator a long time to differentiate mandatory flaws from those he could improve upon. Return to the antechamber. I will meet you there, so we can gain entrance to the inner laboratory.
You're going to regret this.
Laboratory security and oversight protocols restored. Locating Apostle Milfar Strathen. Dreaming. Damp cough. Polished key. Apostle Milfar Strathen and several unregistered guests approach the Clockwork Probabilis. Intrinsic forces govern events on Nan. Some are constant, like the force which compels objects to fall to the ground, while others defy prediction and categorization. The Probabilis allows for willful manipulation of such forces. It is a prototype, a precursor to Lord Set's great work, the Throne Align. If Apostle Milfar Strathen activates the Probabilis, Nern will suffer destabilization. Loss of life will far exceed acceptable thresholds. Safeguards breached. The Painted Eye breached the door to the inner laboratory. They are close to the Clockwork Probabilis, and Apostle Milfar Strathen is with them. I will use the security measures to hinder them, but we must protect the Probabilis. Through the door Apostle Milfar Strathen used when we first met. It will open for you now. Security oversight protocols becoming available. Searching for Apostle Milfar Strathen.
Protus, you're active?
Halt, Apostle. You won't reach the Probabilis.
I activated the Probabilis. It's what Set wanted.
Your hypothesis is incorrect. This will only result in catastrophic failure.
Too late! The Clockwork Probabilis is mine to control.
We must stop him.
Who's
Before
better
his
than us?
actions cause irreparable
Nobody.
damage.
The Probabilis is active! You think you can stop? The likes of you won't stop me! Why won't you let me fix her? Couldn't. What have you done? I was going to.
works. I knew it would, but combining mnemonic fragments in this way is complicated. Hello, mortal. I am a memory gestalt facsimile. So the seal in all but flesh. I see Nilphus Drayton's bid for control over the probabilis is over. Good. He lacked the capacity to understand it. Even as a mnemonic fabrication, I know that many will take issue with my work. Nilphus Drayton tried to reconcile his beliefs with reality, and his answers fell short. He led to false conclusions, as he was always going to. I could not, just as he could not stop himself from committing this act. Cause and effect are matters of fact. Now that the Drayton event is concluded, Protus will receive new safeguard directives. When we are through, speak to Protus.
Your work here is complete. I thank you for your service. If you would not mind returning to Thorin Armus, please tell him that his presence is no longer needed in Camel Z. He is mortal. Mortals can be swayed to endanger the security of Camel Z. I'm sure Thorin Armus will quickly be assigned to another sacred site. Do not fear for Thorin Armus. I will maintain this laboratory on my own. It is my duty. Without Nilphus Drayton to guide them, the Painted Eye's presence here will dwindle until the halls are quiet once more. I will work with the security systems in order to drive the Painted Eye out. I cannot say. It may only take a few hours, or it could take a season. It depends on how stubborn they are. But after they are gone, I will begin the locking sequence. Like my creator before me, I will shun the world of mortals. Not me. The creator, Sotha Seal, did. My directives must be detailed and precise, as I oversee many systems here in Camel Z. I have one last directive to fulfill before beginning my new duties. Here, this is payment for the services you rendered.
Of wisdom, eh? Keep your botched potions. You can pour them on visitors who won't get off your front step.
thank the tribunal you've returned. What in the name of the three happened? There was a great rumbling and a burst of some sort of lightning. I fear the worst. Is it safe to go back? What happened? What? A clockwork apostle wouldn't do that. But you did say you knew Protus. And if you met Protus, then I don't have any other choice. Wait, what do you mean Protus will be the only caretaker? You spoke to the Magus. One of the three knows about this? He might know who I am! Well, if so the seal is behind all of this, then maybe there's a different plan for me. Some other temple that needs attention. That must be it.
Smell that?
Don't ask me about a beast unless you're equipped. Take care of your mount and...
I'm sorry.